Big breaking! A quiet storm is shaking the very foundations of Britain, a power shift that no one is openly talking about, yet it's already shaping the nation. On one side, Prince William, heir to the throne, carefully building his public image and influence. On the other, Keir Starmer, the man steering Labor's rise and potentially the next Prime Minister. Tonight, in this video, we'll uncover the silent power struggle that could define Britain's future, from Downing Street to Buckingham Palace, and why every move they make is being watched, analysed and felt by millions. Stay with me, because what you're about to see will challenge everything you thought about politics and the monarchy in modern Britain. Britain's political landscape is shifting faster than most realise. Labor under Keir Starmer has regained momentum, polling strongly against the Conservatives. Yet this isn't just about party politics. Behind the headlines, a subtle interplay is forming between government and monarchy. Prince William, through his public service work, is quietly shaping the nation's narrative, emphasising unity, environmental responsibility and social duty. Starmer, disciplined, legal-minded and cautious, mirrors a similar vision for the country: stability, professionalism and measured change. Observers have noted coincidences that are too striking to ignore. When William launched initiatives in mental health awareness in the north of England, Starmer's team followed suit with complementary announcements. When the Prince spoke passionately about climate change, Labor's messaging echoed similar themes just days later. These are not confrontations, but subtle alignments. And yet, in Britain, even alignment can feel like competition when power is at stake. The public may not notice, but inside Westminster and the Palace, discussions are happening. Political aides and royal advisers alike are careful, constantly weighing every statement. A single misstep could be interpreted as influence over policy or political endorsement, and the consequences could reverberate far beyond the corridors of power. Whitehall insiders now speak in hushed tones about what they call the Palace Line. This is the unspoken boundary where government messaging and royal neutrality intersect. Starmer's advisers are acutely aware of this line. Every speech is vetted, every phrase considered in light of potential royal perception. Meanwhile, royal aides ensure Prince William maintains neutrality while still promoting causes that subtly influence the national mood. Sources tell us that there are moments of quiet coordination, entirely professional, but timing is everything. One insider recalls a particular event. William attends a youth leadership summit in London. 2 days later, Starmer announces a nationwide youth initiative in remarkably similar language. Was it coordinated or coincidence? Only those in the room can say, but timing in politics is never accidental. Public reactions also start to matter. Social media buzzes over every handshake, every public smile, every overlapping policy statement. Analysts note that the public is increasingly sensitive to perceived influence, projecting power dynamics where there may only be parallel ambition. And that is the new battlefield: perception. This isn't a fight you can see with fists or votes. It's a subtle competition for national sentiment. Prince William represents continuity, stability and the future of the monarchy. Starmer represents political stability, competence and the promise of measured change. Both are appealing to a similar emotional register: calm, reassurance and credibility. Commentators now describe this as a gentle rivalry of influence. Every public action, speech and initiative by one is subtly compared to the other. Starmer's speeches on national unity are juxtaposed with William's appearances advocating service and community. Even media headlines start framing this narrative. Prince William and Starmer, who defines Britain's voice? It's not confrontation, it's competition over influence. Public opinion begins to shift. Polls show growing interest in the monarchy's role in modern Britain. Analysts point out that citizens now expect the royal family to represent modern values, while expecting politicians to uphold the same principles. In this convergence, tension naturally arises. The British press is quick to amplify every small signal. Front-page stories highlight joint appearances, handshake moments, and timing coincidences. Parliamentary debates revisit the relevance of the monarchy, while commentators urge both politicians and royals to maintain professionalism. Across the Atlantic, media outlets interpret these developments as a story of modern monarchy meeting political ambition, framing it for US audiences as a British power saga. Behind closed doors, both sides are measured. Sources confirm mutual respect and a keen understanding of public scrutiny. Every public appearance is meticulously planned, every statement weighed against the backdrop of history. The monarchy must remain above politics, and yet influence is unavoidable. Every event, every speech, every handshake is now symbolic. And in Britain, symbolism carries weight. The media's lens magnifies this, creating narrative arcs that neither side controls fully. Viral clips, commentary videos, and opinion pieces dissect every interaction, feeding a growing audience of curious citizens and international watchers. This is where the power struggle becomes visible, not through action, but through perception, timing, and public attention. Looking ahead, the implications are profound. If Starmer becomes Prime Minister, his government will operate in close alignment with the Crown on matters of diplomacy, national representation, and constitutional guidance. Prince William, as heir, will embody continuity and national identity, shaping Britain's international image and domestic culture. The potential for collaboration is immense. A government and monarchy aligned in tone, vision, and public reassurance could redefine stability in a post-Brexit, post-pandemic Britain. Yet the stakes are high. Misalignment could trigger scrutiny, speculation, and political tension. Both men understand that influence now operates in the shadows of public perception, and mastering this space may define the nation's next decade. So here's the ultimate question. As Prince William prepares for the throne and Keir Starmer positions himself for Downing Street, who will define the character of Britain in the coming decade? The Crown or the Commons? The silent struggle is not just about policy or titles. It's about shaping Britain's identity, culture, and future. And now we want to hear from you. Comment below, share your perspective, and ask yourself, in modern Britain, who holds the real influence? And how will the next generation remember it? Because power today doesn't always roar. Sometimes it reigns quietly, invisibly, and yet unmistakably.